matchup at the 5 spot, Clark.
You know, Brian, we've seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got two bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Then there's Zach LaVine, and it's Ellis in at the point guard position. Outside Porter lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Murray. Outside LaVine. And LaVine throws it down.
LaVine has that buoyant bounce. He just looks like he's floating when he goes up top.
The fader. Rebound by Sacramento.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Murray. Ellis passes to Murray. That 3's off the mark. Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And 6'10" with laser-accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance and resilience and grit that he's put into his book bag, along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player.
The Kings have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Gordon. There's the 3. Drains the triple.
Oh, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot, even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
Hits a 3-pointer.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Jokic, no good. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point land so far. And LaVine, throw it down.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, LaVine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
Ellis with a rebound.
Boy, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And the basket by DeRozan.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Outside Murray. Screen by Gordon. Can they get it? Rebound by the Kings. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Allie. Murray passes to Porter. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Well, you must respect Porter Jr.'s scoring ability. I mean, he is terrific connecting from the mid-range.
Pass to LaVine. Fires the 3. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And the Kings have held tough, but it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Greg.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
That's a great response from Porter Jr. Taking those 3 points right back.
Here's DeRozan. Sabonis outside. From behind the arc. Jokic grabs the board. Nuggets trail by 3. Knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Here's Brown. He's covered by LaVine. On the take. They kick it out to Murray. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And Murray launches it from deep. Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Sabonis now is not going to shy away from contact. He really aggressively attacks the defense.
Porter from outside. Nails it from 3. Porter's got 8.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Murray against LaVine. From downtown. Jokic grabs the board. The Nuggets trail. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
It's pretty clear that DeMar DeRozan is an outstanding athlete. He can outrun you, he might outwork you, and he's able to be everywhere on the floor, and he does it with kind of unique grace and finesse. Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Murray passes to Gordon. It's Jokic, high post. Up in time. No good. Would have counted had it gone. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
They've got Peyton Watson, Russell Westbrook out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Chanchar in at the four-man position. That's the group for Denver getting going in the second. Sacramento leading by 4. Arabia passes to Monk. Watson with the rebound. Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Westbrook with the miss. Well, the Kings shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento.
Kings ball.
Pass to Monk. Fires for 3. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
You've got to get out on Monk now. He shoots a high percentage from outside the arc, and the form, perfect.
Now Watson. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Here's Strawther. 6 on the shot clock. The Nuggets with another miss. And so Monk will bring it up for the Kings. Launches it. And another Sacramento 3.
Love the unselfishness of Monk there. I mean, love seeing him find the open man.
Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they could win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of it.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Arabia passes to Monk. Pass to Lyles. Now here's Monk. Oh my goodness! Disrespectful. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Boy, man, can Monk fly. I mean, it's fun watching this dude get up and drop the hammer.
First personal foul. First team foul.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Chanchar passes to Watson. The baseline J. Valanciunas with a rebound. Sacramento leading by 9. Pass to Carter. Back to Monk. This one for 3. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
And Monk has excellent timing on the catch and shoot. Takes no time in getting it off once he catches the ball.
For 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Lyles a screen. Monk finds Valanciunas. Beyond the arc. And it's Monk missing. For Denver, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Westbrook can't hit. The Kings have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Carter, the pass to Lyles. Monk with it. Jordan picks him up. Outside Carter. Back to Lyles. Monk for 3. nails it from beyond the arc. Monk's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And book it, John Charge.
He's never going to pass up that shot. The defense giving him way too much room.
Left side Monk. Out to the wing. The three from Valanciunas. They get it again. Outside Carter. Here's Larabia. And the ball out of play. The Nuggets will have it.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Nuggets trail by 9. Here's Westbrook. Pass to Strawther. Back to Westbrook. A deep three. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the three. Denver the rebound. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Larabia passes to Lyles. Monk for three. And the officials call the over the back. A little too aggressive there.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
Yeah, there are a lot of things that go into rebounding, guys. You need strength, you need positioning, but I think timing and a nose for the ball, most important. And I think you're right. That's what got him that call, his physicality and strength.
And so it's Sacramento with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Malik Monk really making a difference here.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
On the court for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit. And it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Stolen by Jokic. From the arc. No good that time.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And Gordon has got the ball here for the Nuggets. 9-point game. Porter gets the bucket.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach will prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Sacramento has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Here's LaVine for three. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. For Denver, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to Porter. Here's the three. They get the rebound. Here's Brown. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. DeRozan's got 6 points in the quarter.
Got to keep the defense on it. DeRozan normally only shoots threes if he's got a clean look.
The three. Another miss by Porter. Sacramento leading by 10.
Denver foul. Brown. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Porter with the steal. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes. Porter's got 13 now.
Tremendous effort from Porter Jr. snagging the ball and pushing it back up the floor on a solo mission.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Jokic. And it falls all over the rim and in. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, John Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Gordon, the pass to Brown. Back to Gordon. Pass to Brown. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. And again, Denver with a 3.
Like the presence of mind displayed there by Gordon. He plays well within the offensive sets and is really a selfless player.
And stolen by Jokic. On the break. Takes a 3. They kick it out to Murray. And here's Porter outside. Back to Murray. Let's go with a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. And now just a 2-point Kings lead.
This is Murray's game. A shoot-first combo guard who's ready to fire as soon as he has it.
Murray from outside. Keegan for 3.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Gordon. Here's Brown. The 3. They kick it out to Murray. And here's Porter, defended by DeRozan. And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Off the inbound pass. Watson passes to Westbrook. Back to Watson. The 3 ball. Rebound by Sacramento. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Right side Monk. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Pass to Carter. 4-3. The shot off that time. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Denver shooting their first free throw this game. Here's Strawler. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Sacramento Kings closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They've been aggressive.
Come on, man.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. Nuggets trail by 7. They've got DeAndre Jordan. Hayden Watson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Chanchar in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's Watson. And the 3 off target. Well, the Kings shooting a fantastic 57%. Valanciunas sets a screen. Monk for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jordan's got 5 rebounds tonight. Fires from deep. Lets the 3 fly. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas.
Nuggets ball.
Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by the Kings. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Monk for 3. Offensive rebound. Valanciunas passes to Lyles. Outside Monk. Shot clock at 6. And another miss by Sacramento. Nuggets trail by 7. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
For Sacramento, they've gone 0 for 3 in this 4th. Not good. Valanciunas sets a screen. Down low. Left side Carter. Lets it go from deep. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Murray's checked in for Lyles. DeMar DeRozan comes in for LaRavia. Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Monk. And Ellis is subbed in for Carter.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle, to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Fine.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Outside Porter. Fires a three. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 11 rebounds in the game. The three from DeRozan. Brown grabs the board. Puts up a three. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Shot by LaVine, no good. Nuggets trail by 8. Murray from outside, tipped.
Yeah, great work on defense right there. Shooters have to be careful when Murray is lurking nearby.
Pass to Brown. Three-pointer. Valanciunas with a rebound.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Here's LaVine from deep three-point land. And another miss by Sacramento.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And another miss by Denver. Sacramento leading by 8. Here's Ellis. Connects from downtown. Ellis has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Jokic outside. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
Love the response from Jokic. His competitive spirit turned up high.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Porter from outside. Ellis with a rebound.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
On the wing, Porter. Three-pointer. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
Porter Jr., what a clutch shot. Stepping up when they needed him to.
For 3. Oh, LaVine. An aerial assault.
And just a painful blow right there. I mean, eyeing the lead, they give up a big triple.
And as soon as they splashed that bomb, the air just went right out of the building. Total deflation.
Jokic, no good. And it's LaVine with the ball for the Kings. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. From the arc, he buries it from 3. And now it's an 11-point Kings lead.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
29 seconds left in the game. Lets it fly. Ellis's shot is off. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
So no problem for Sacramento as they get that. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks, for Allie.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Cadillac DeVille with the dice in the mid, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back. Let him ride
marquee matchup here tonight. Two of the NBA's best teams with some of the best players.
And it's bound to be a fun one, right? There is elite talent on the floor. In this kind of a powerhouse matchup, both teams are looking to make a statement.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Jaden McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. Here's Brown. Gordon, the pass to Brown. Ball's knocked loose.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Randle with the bucket.
Well, this shot is in his bag. Julius Randle more than happy to take the jumper if you concede it.
Wide open look here for Murray, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Briefly spoke with David Adelman, and we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. A nice shot by Brown.
The backcourt today as good as it gets. And they've earned the green light every time they touch the ball.
And there's the whistle. That's going to go on Christian Brown.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Who's ball?
Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
And here are the Nuggets now, following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. From deep, Jokic. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And the basket by Edwards.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Murray kicks to Gordon. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here is Conley. Out to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Launches it. Another 3 for Denver.
The rhythm, the timing. When Murray is in sync, that pull-up jumper is a thing of beauty.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Gordon outside. Conley grabs the miss. Timberwolves trail by 4. It's deflected. Over in the corner, Edwards. Outside for Randle. And then Randle slams it in.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randle has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
Here's Conley. Denver able to drain the 3. That 3 off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Porter passes to Brown. The 3. Offensive rebound.
And you can learn a lot about rebounding by watching this guy. Look at the fundamentals there on the box out.
Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. Yep, it counts.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And Murray, here we go. Pass to Brown. Outside Porter. Denver passing it around. Back to Murray. It's up a three. Julius Randle with the rebound. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. From deep three-point land. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And their assist total also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
We've got DeAndre Jordan. Peyton Watson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's John Shar in at the power forward. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Here's Miller, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Nuggets leading by 3. Pass to Strother. Back to Westbrook. Watson, that's for 2. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Watson's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Nuggets. Westbrook against DiVincenzo. Now, Alexander Walker. Off target with his 3. Now, here's Watson. Defended by DiVincenzo. Pass to Chunchar. From outside the arc. Minnesota with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Miller kicks to Reed. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Denver in the lead. Pass to Strother. And the 3 off target. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. On the wing, Ingles. Scoreless thus far. The Nuggets leading by 5. Westbrook with it. And it's Miller picking him up. Watson for 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, the defense always so attentive to Russ, and he knows, okay, you're going to send defensive attention my way. I will find an open teammate.
Trains it from beyond the arc. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, you know, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Explosive, right? It would be one of the first words that come to mind. Yes, he's a point guard. Yes, he's a big-time athlete.
Here's DiVincenzo. Miller outside. To the paint. It's intercepted. Watson for 3. Outside Westbrook. For the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And now it's a 10-point Denver lead.
Confidence, even from range, has never been a Russell Westbrook problem. This guy is relentless in pursuit of points.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. Fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed. No doubt about it, D.A. Here's Chunchar. Pass to Strother. Jacks up a three. Connects from three-point range. Strother's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. DiVincenzo against Westbrook. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from DiVincenzo.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Westbrook. Latre. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
And Miller throws it down hard.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Now Reed. DiVincenzo with it. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. Driving inside.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And the first half is now in the books. Nuggets ahead, up 6. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Well, perhaps the most impressive thing has been his incredible consistency. This guy is a great player who always brings a ton of energy. What a great half.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Handle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Timberwolves trail by 9. McDaniels gets a wide-open look. Drills the three-pointer. McDaniels got 5.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's Brown. Randall grabs the board.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Gobert with a screen on Porter. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off target from three-point range. Tipped away. Murray, the pass to Porter. Murray looking around. And he makes that one. 7 points in the game.
Well, you won't see that kind of shot fall very often. Thank your lucky stars.
Conley kicks to Randall. Over Gordon. Randall no good. The Nuggets leading by 8. For 3, Murray, and he's good on the 3 ball. Murray's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And operating off the ball, credit Murray for staying engaged, ready to fire when asked.
Randall a screen on Murray. And here's Conley outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Conley's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, inside, Mike Conley has got to be savvy, and he is in that instance.
Here's Porter. Minnesota with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Randall kicks to McDaniel. Back to Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer. That's It's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Now just a 3-point Denver lead.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And the Timberwolves with possession. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. Here's Conley. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Pass to Murray. No one near him. Connects. The jumper drops. Murray's got 7 points for the quarter.
And the mid-range seeming effortless for Murray. He's got a touch that makes that shot a good option.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Outside Edwards. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And a wide open look for Porter. No good on the triple. And Randall has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. They trail by 3. Edwards with confidence.
Well, the work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Jokic kicks to Porter. Pass to Gordon. Murray outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Murray against Conley. Randall outside. Back to McDaniel. Shot clock at 6. For the lead. And Conley lays it in. Conley's got 7 points in the game.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Pass to Brown. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
And I feel like Jokic has 360-degree vision. I mean, no matter where the open man is, he's going to find it.
Conley with the 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. In at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Not always a huge part of Jokic's game, but the three-point shot, he's becoming more comfortable taking.
Edwards passes to Conley. Pass to Randall. Just 5 on the clock. McDaniel sets a screen for Randall. Out to Conley. Launches a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Edwards. Edwards getting the close range, too.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior, such a tough check.
There's Gordon with the 3. Open shot by Murray, and again it's Denver. Timberwolves trail by 3. Now here's Edwards. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Left side, Edwards. Outside Conley. Stolen by Gordon.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nuggets?
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Conley kicks to Gobert. Pass to Randall. The 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And again, Denver no good. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Gobert dishes to McDaniels. Back to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Wasted no time on that one. And the Nuggets lead by 9.
And this is who Murray is, a natural scorer who looks for ways to get himself going.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. That one's off, still out of sync. Brown the pass to Porter. Here's the 3. Brown's shot is off. And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
2 minutes remaining.
For 3, Edwards. Jokic cracks the miss. Jokic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. From downtown, rebound Minnesota. Randall's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Conley for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Porter with it. Now defended by Gobert. Back to Porter. Shoots the 3. Another 3 for Denver.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Second team foul.
1:05 left here in the fourth quarter. Randall passes to McDaniels. McDaniels, a screen on Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Randall throws it down.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
Pass to Brown. Gordon with no one around. And again, Denver with the triple.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. There's the 3. And Julius Randle, good for 3.
For 3.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Murray. Puts up a deep 3. It's off. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge.
Welcome to 2K Sports Everett, a battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Graham.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the center position.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And so here's Sacramento. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. LaVine, good.
And with how well LaVine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Randle on the screen. It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Murray drives in. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And now the T-Wolves on the break. And here's Edwards outside. Rebound by Sacramento. Stan, a late first-round pick in 2020. Jaden McDaniels, one of the top young two-way players in the league.
Well, Brian, last season he was rewarded with a big money extension. His play tailed off just a bit, but still a key player for them moving forward.
Gets the 3-ball to go.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
Here's LaVine for 3. Knocks down the long J. LaVine's got 6.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Inside, you have to try something to stop Randle. But he gets physical right back and draws a good shooting foul.
Minnesota is shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
LaVine against Edwards. LaVine passes to DeRozan. Back to LaVine. The 3 is up. And another Sacramento 3. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the head coach for Sacramento gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about Julius Randle and why he's so hard to stop. Coach said it's the ball handling, the spin moves, and the ability to finish against length. They want to try to force him right and take him out of his rhythm. Something many teams have tried, but few have accomplished, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Conley. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Ellis passes to LaVine. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Pass to Ellis. Murray for 3. Outside for LaVine. Misses a 3. Tipped away. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. And Sabonis slams it in.
At almost 7 feet tall, you gotta push Sabonis farther away. When you don't, he just dunks it with ease.
And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
1:52 left to play in the first. DeRozan against McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. Here's Randle. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
Grant the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, BA. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
And LaVine has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. On the wing, LaVine. And stolen by Edwards. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. That one misses for Gobert. And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
Count it. Edwards got 5.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Conley passes to Edwards. Back to Conley. From deep. Sinks the tray. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
Now here's McDaniels. 4-3. Ellis with a rebound. Kings trail by 3. Outside Murray to end the run. Kicks it to DeRozan from behind the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. It's Edwards on the wing, defended by Murray. Pass to Gobert, and here's Conley. This one for 3. Got a hand on it, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 3. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. DiVincenzo can't hit. The Kings trailing. Lyles, the pass to Monk. Now here's Carter. Takes a 3. He drops it from range. Carter's got his first 3 points of the game.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
DiVincenzo, pass to Miller. Alexander Walker with it. Clock at 6. On the wing, Ingles. Hasn't got one to fall yet. Well, the Kings shooting an average of 43% for the floor. There's the steal. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Here's Alexander Walker. Out to DiVincenzo. Pass to Reid from outside the arc. It's not going to go for him.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Carter, the pass to Laravia. Here's Monk. It's rebounded by Minnesota. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Monk passes to Valanciunas. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Kings lead by 2. And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach. Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
DiVincenzo against Carter. And Reed with a basket on the assist by DiVincenzo. Reed's got his first bucket in this one.
Tossing the pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Here's Laravia. Knocks it down from distance.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
DiVincenzo, pass to Miller. Outside, Alexander Walker, down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Offensive board. Pass to Ingles. From downtown, pure from three-point range. Ingles got himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. It's Monk on the wing, covered by Alexander Walker. Here's Laravia, out left to the wing. And here's Valanciunas, Reed defending. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam.
Back to Miller. Outside, Alexander Walker. Miller outside. Back to Ingles. Launches a three. Rebounded by Lyles.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Outside, Ingles. The three. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now. Inside. Outside Carter. Valanciunas down low. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Sacramento closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shots.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Zach LaVine with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Well, he's a problem, no doubt about it. One that opposing teams have to grapple with every time he takes the floor.
DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. And it's Ellis in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
Here's Ellis. Hits the three-pointer. Ellis has got 6 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Randall, right side. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. On the wing, LaVine, guarded by Edwards. Murray, a screen on Edwards. To the wing on the left. LaVine passes to Murray. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Oh, Sabonis with the steal, and the shot's good.
Yeah, the touch of Sabonis around the rim, I mean, it's fantastic.
For 3, Randall drills it from deep. He's got 7.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
DeRozan outside. The 3-ball. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. For 3, Randall. And another 3 for Minnesota.
When you have Randall on your team, he'll space out that floor.
Levine feeling it out a bit. Here's Ellis. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist. Ellis has got 6 in the quarter.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
And Edwards slams it in.
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim, Anthony Edwards.
DeRozan driving inside. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. DeRozan's got his first basket.
Well, the defense did everything they could there, but his skills as a finisher, wow.
To the inside. And it's Randle with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randle. We could feel the floor shaking on that one.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Murray, a screen on Edwards. Levine can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 5. Jacks up a 3. He can't hit that time. The Kings have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Ellis passes to Sabonis. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Here's that. Ooh, Edwards with style and authority.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Nails it from beyond the arc. Ellis has got 12.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the T-Wolves. Trailing by 4. Randle, the pass to Conley. Back come the Kings in transition. Up top, DeRozan. Wow!
And setting the table for his guys. Sabonis is such a shrewd and cunning distributor.
Outside for Randle. McDaniels, a screen on Murray. Levine against Edwards. 6 to shoot. Oh, Edwards bringing the heat.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Here's Ellis. He's guarded by Conley. Kept alive. Kicks it to DeRozan. Outside Levine. The 3 is up. At the arc, Zach Levine. Conley looking for an opening. Got it off in time. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Sacramento closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. They've been... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. On the court for the Timberwolves. Ebb is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial times.
Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
And that's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
Randle, right side. The kick out to Conley. Back to Randle. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Keegan Murray.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And he drops the first. And so he hits both. The Kings lead by 4. Murray from outside. Offensive board. Kicks it to DeRozan. Here's Ellis. Outside Murray. Pass to Ellis. That's tipped. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Takes the three. Outside for Randall. Let's go with a three. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the paint. Murray takes flight.
Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Outside Levine. Launches it. Second shot opportunity. Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Levine against Edwards. Levine passes to Sabonis. They kick it out to Murray. Randall with a steal. Left side Conley. Pass to Gobert. Murray against Randall. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. The three on the break. Murray sinks it.
And on the fast break, Murray is a threat. We know he loves cutting through any opposition and getting himself a shot.
And here's Edwards outside. Gobert passes to Edwards. McDaniels against DeRozan. Clock at 6. Another shot. Rejected by Sabonis.
That shot won't fly with Sabonis around. Nearly 7 feet tall, plus his reach. He creates serious coverage.
Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
The Kings lead by 11. Here's Ellis. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Ellis has got 14 points now in the second half. For 3, Randall. Outside McDaniels. To win the drought. Knocks down the triple.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Levine finds Murray. Fires the 3. The shot, no good.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Offensive rebound. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Launches it from deep. The rebound by Murray. The Kings have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Kings.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And it's the Kings with the ball. They've led by as many as 14. Pulls up, high post. Doesn't go for him.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, nice dish by Gobert. With his height, he can see over the whole defense.
Now Levine. Pass to Ellis. From deep three-point land. Shot by Levine, no good. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and the devil.
just looking for answers.
All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. The 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in the point.
And this is why you lob passes Murray's way, because he is so good at catching and finishing.
And a deep three from Murray. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Takes the three. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Tries to keep it alive. Sabonis with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And here's Jokic outside. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Kings have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Ellis finds Levine. Three-pointer. And another three for Sacramento.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside, Porter shoots the three. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Brown, and again Denver with the triple.
No, he's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And Richard, you look back, Zach LaVine has been one of those microwave-type players. He can get hot in a blink of an eye.
Zach LaVine is one of those players that when he catches fire, there is nothing you can do about it. He can score from deep, multiple level score. And when he gets going, ooh, it could be a problem.
Murray, no good.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. He gets that one.
And that's what you're looking to do. Get your best scorers something within the flow of the offense.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes. Now, I asked him if he has any plan for dealing with the multi-time MVP, Nikola Jokic. He said it's all about balance. If you defend Jokic too aggressively, he'll just kick it out to other guys too softly, and he'll kill you inside. So balance is the key. Sounds like a tough balancing act to pull off, guys.
Thank you, David. For 3, Levine, Sacramento again missing. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. He should have a good one.
Outside, Porter. Over to the left wing. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's DeRozan. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Murray, the pass to Porter. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Levine for 3. Good on the triple. Levine's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Kings. Nuggets have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Puts it up. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Brown's got 5 points so far.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
Levine kicks to Ellis. On the wing, Levine jacks up a three. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Fires the three. And Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 7 rebounds in the game. And Levine launches it from deep. Again, Levine missing. And here comes the break. A nice shot by Brown. 8 points for him.
He just didn't like what he saw inside, so he takes the open transition three. But if he missed, Coach might have had some words.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Nuggets lead by 3. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nuggets.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Monk is out there with Carter. Then it's Trey Lyons. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Laravia in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Got a piece of it. Jordan with the steal. Out left to the wing. Back to Westbrook. Fires from deep. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. It's stolen by Lyles. Monk for 3. Denver grabs the miss. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
And the turnover again by Sacramento.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Westbrook kicks to Watson. The Nuggets with another miss.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Carter with a 3. Sacramento again missing. Nuggets have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Chanchar, no good. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Monk for 3, and stolen by Jordan. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And Watson has it in the corner. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Watson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside Carter. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. The Nuggets leading by 3. Pass to Strother. For 3. The offensive rebound. 3-pointer. Jordan inside. Lyles there. Buries the long-range jumper. Chanchar's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Kept alive. Out to Carter. Sacramento moving it around. Lyles. Sacramento again missing. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Here's Chanchar. And it's off from 3-point range. Sacramento's gone 1 of 6 from 3-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let them fly. Denver shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Watson for 3. 1:49 left in the first half of the game. And the 3 ball is good. Watson's got 6 points.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Carter with the 3. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
To the left wing. The tray. Strother, no good. The Kings trail by 6. There's the triple. And it's LaRavia missing. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Out to the right wing. Back to Watson. Over Valanciunas. Watson's shot is off.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Chanchar. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. 6 points for him.
That's why Westbrook racks up so many assists.
And it's LaRavia missing. And here's Denver. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Back to Westbrook. Here's Strother. Still yet to score. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And we finished one half of basketball. Denver on top, leading by 9. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shots.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. The Kings trail by 9. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. Taking a look at the Nuggets. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. Sharing the wing spots. It'll be Brown and Porter Jr. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. And for Sacramento, they're shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. The Nuggets leading by 9. And here's Gordon from outside. Drills it from outside. Gordon's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Denver. Lets it go with a 3. And there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist by Murray.
Clearly, Sabonis has that shot dialed in before he even gets the ball. He catches it and shoots it with a quick release.
And taken away by Ellis. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Denver ball.
Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Wide open look here for Murray. Sinks the triple. Murray's got 8.
Really, Murray can hit from anywhere on the arc. The corner 3 is just another trick he has up his sleeve.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Jokic finds Murray. Back to Jokic. Outside Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
For 3.
Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one. Levine for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Murray. Offline from the top of the key. And Zoelis will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Down by 12. DeRozan's shot is off. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Jamal Murray at the line for 1.
Denver leading by 12. And there's the drive. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Trains the three-pointer. 9 points in the game so far.
And you think Murray all about scoring, but Murray is about what helps his team win.
Pass to Murray. Lets the three fly. Bangs home the trifecta.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Hey, RJ, what about Keegan Murray? He made the immediate impact in the NBA as a rookie, setting a record for three-point shots made, and he has continued to build on it.
A bit of a surprise as the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Murray was the right fit. Big part of Sacramento ending that 17-year playoff drought.
Denver's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Gordon dishes to Porter. They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Gordon. For the three. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Pass to Porter. Denver passing it around. Gordon with it. Launches it from deep. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got his 4th assist in this one.
And when Gordon is hot, boy, he is fun to watch. And you can tell he's having fun as well.
Levine's shot is off.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Brown's shot is off. The Kings trail by 15. Sabonis. A three-pointer is right on target. Sabonis has got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for Sacramento. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
First team foul.
DeRozan surveying the D. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Not afraid to go inside. DeRozan even picks up the whistle that time.
The veteran DeMar DeRozan, RJ, a terrific player. A great scorer.
And he's been doing it for a long time. He has been an elite scorer since he picked up a basketball.
Pass to Brown. Fires the three. Hits it from three-point range. Brown's got 11 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Jokic outside. Rebound by the Kings.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it. Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Denver, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Gordon hits both of them. And so it's the Denver Nuggets in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been... And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The Nuggets leading by 9. The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's DeRozan in its small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And for Sacramento, they're shooting just 31% in the game. Fires it up. Offensive rebound. Back to Murray. LaVine for 3. And Brown pulls it down.
Sacramento foul.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here from Denver.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
Porter in the corner. Misses the three. The Kings trail by 10. DeRozan for three. Ellis the pass to Murray. Offline with his three.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Kings have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Denver leading by 10. Pass to Gordon. Out to the right wing. From deep, Jokic. And it's Gordon missing.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Levine way outside. Again, the miss by the Kings. And Murray's got the ball here for Denver. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And finally, someone scores. It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best ones are the ugly ones.
For Denver, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. The Kings trail by 13. Deep two from Murray. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And guys, so far in this one, Murray has been delivering offensively. This kind of scoring is what made him a high lottery pick.
Murray's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go, around 37%. And the basket by DeRozan.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Denver leading by 8. Jokic, that's a two-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 6 assists in the game. Sacramento's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. The wide-open look here for DeRozan. No good with the triple.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Murray for 3. Traps in the tray.
Jamal Murray.
And the Nuggets lead by 13.
And the best scorers, like Murray, they believe every shot they take is going in, no matter how deep they are on the floor. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
Sabonis finds Ellis. DeRozan for 3. Another miss by DeRozan.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Outside runner. And Jokic gets it to go.
Smooth like butter. Jokic can make you pay from anywhere.
Again, the miss by the Kings. Denver leading by 15.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Nuggets.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Jokic.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
Denver passing it around. Porter outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Gordon for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Porter passes to Jokic. So it's Denver taking care of business in this one. All right, DA.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA. Well, Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. And it's Murray in at the point guard.
And the release on the jumper from Gordon is just pure. A lot of that hard work paying dividends. I'd like to see him drain these looks more often.
Now here's Randall. It's McDaniels on the wing. Porter with the steal. Murray passes to Brown. Back to Murray. Left side Porter. There's the 3. And here's Gordon from the arc. And again, Denver with a 3.
Well, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
For 3, Randall gets the 3 to fall.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Now here's Gordon. He's got 6. Brown passes to Porter. Here's the 3. Edwards pulls it in. And it's Edwards with the ball for Minnesota. It's a 3-point game. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching.
Gordon on the wing. Back to Murray. Here's Brown. They get it back. Fires for 3. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. For 3, Randall. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Denver. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. As you might expect, he's got his hands full on how to deal with Nikola Jokic. Coach explained so much of their offense runs through him. He's always operating with the ball in his hands. We'll need to do our work early. Don't let him get comfortable when he has the ball. No doubt about it, the Joker is the cog in this offense. Brian?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Drains the triple.
Fun watching Porter Jr. come right back with his own 3. Love that competitive spirit.
Murray with it. He's picked up by Conley. Murray, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Conley passes to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Porter. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Here's Gordon. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Gordon's got 8 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Randall can't hit.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. 55 seconds left in the opening quarter. McDaniels passes to Gobert. The 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Murray for 3. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And stolen by Murray. Pass to Porter. Gordon with it. Shoots over Randall. Jokic passes to Porter. Second chance effort. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He's got 6.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Aaron Gordon, he's been the guy making things happen for the Denver Nuggets. 8 points in the quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Joe Ingles is out there with Miller. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Reed in at the center position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
And the three-point shot of DiVincenzo is dangerous. Defense cannot allow him to get airspace from there.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
The kick out to Ingles. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. DiVincenzo with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Shoots it from the corner. Ingles, no good. And it's Westbrook with the ball for the Nuggets. Here's Strother. It's tipped. Outside, Ingles takes the 3. Out to DiVincenzo. Back to Reed. Just 5 on the clock. Up top, DiVincenzo over Westbrook. DiVincenzo can't hit. Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Westbrook, the pass to Watson. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Reed sets a screen. Back to DiVincenzo. Rejected by Westbrook.
The timing that time had to be perfect, and it sure was for Westbrook.
Oh!
How about that
Powerful
one?
jam!
Woo!
Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside, Alexander Walker. Here's Miller. Reed passes to Alexander Walker. Tries again. And the jumper is on the mark. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now in the quarter. Pass to Strother. Outside Watson. Here's Jonjar. Guarded by Miller. Here's Strother. Jacks up a 3. Reed with the rebound. 1:53 left in the first half of basketball. Miller outside. Down low. Out to DiVincenzo. Outside Reed. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. They get the rebound. Beyond the arc. And it's Watson missing. The Timberwolves trail. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
There's the triple. A nice shot by Watson. Watson's got 6 points.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Right side Watson. Here's the three. Miller pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 3. Pass to Alexander Walker. From the arc. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now. The Nuggets have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Drops in the 3. Watson's got 9 points now in the quarter. Minnesota's gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Here's Miller. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Denver leading by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. We've seen Peyton Watson really having a great game here.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
On the court right now for the Nuggets. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Jokic in at center. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, that's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents. Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks.
Boy, I tell you what, passes like that from Murray will keep his teammates working hard to get open because they know he'll find them.
Murray against Conley. The kick out to Edwards. This one for 3. And it's Denver with a rebound. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Jokic. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. For 3, Randle. And the three-pointer goes. Randle's got 8.
Yeah, a shot that Randle has added to his repertoire. Shooting the 3 with confidence now.
Gordon finds Jokic. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Minnesota's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Randle. And it's Randle with the jam.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Gordon outside. Here's Jokic. Money from 17 feet out. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
Here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards just pulling his way inside.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Murray passes to Gordon. Inside to the wing, right side. Brown. Three-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Randle on the screen. From deep, Conley hits the trifecta. Conley's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Nice Nice, sweet lefty stroke from Mike Conley. Has really worked on that part of his game.
Murray passes to Brown. Back to Murray. They set the pick. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
For three, Randall. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
And here's Edwards outside. That shot is off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Brown passes to Gordon. Off target with the three. Timberwolves trail by 4. Now here's Conley. Outside Edwards. Launches it. Back to Conley. McDaniels against Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's McDaniels. Not a lot of room. Denver grabs the miss. Murray scanning the floor. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And we've reached the end of the third. It's Denver up 4. And right after this, we'll... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Conley and Ant are the one of the two. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's McDaniels in at small forward. So that's the lineup from Minnesota.
Nice smooth three-point shot by Edwards there. Boy, he's got confidence from behind the arc.
Gordon outside. Outside Porter. Pass to Brown. Over Edwards. The shot by Brown, no good.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's Randall. Back to Daniels. Randall outside to take the lead. That one doesn't drop. He's 4 for 10 from the field now. Here's Brown. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one. Randall outside. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Back to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Murray. Conley. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And Conley's the guy that leads by example. And as a result, his teammates respect and trust him completely.
And Conley drops them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Murray with it. He's picked up by Conley. For 3, Gordon. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
Murray passes to Jokic. Puts up a deep 3. Here's Brown. They get it back. From outside the arc. And it's Jokic missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Randall can't hit. The Nuggets lead by 3. Murray from outside nails it from 3.
Well, I tell you what, Jamal Murray's so good at rocking his defender to sleep as he's setting up that pull-up jumper.
Conley passes to Gobert. The kick out to Conley. Good D by Jokic.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Murray finds Jokic. The 3 ball. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 7 assists in the game. 3-pointer. And that's good. Randall for 3.
Randall, another bucket. Continues to expand his offensive game.
From deep 3-point range. Murray, no good. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 6. Buries it from 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Pass to Brown. Fires the 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Brown's got 12 points here in the second half.
And I think this hometown crowd is in shock as the visiting squad fires right back with a 3 of their own.
Hey, guys, that shot changes the game. I mean, extending their lead and providing them a little more cushion, that's a double-edged sword there.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the 4th. Edwards, no problem with the contact.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
Pass to Jokic. There's the 3. Fires in the triple. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the 4th. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some 3s.
McDaniels against Porter. Back to Randall. Gordon with a steal. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. Murray for 3. Over to the wing. Here's Brown. And it's blocked by Edwards.
Yeah, good anticipation helps Edwards see the shot forming. Then his speed gets him there for the block.
Here's Murray. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Again, the miss by Murray. Edwards looking it over. And it's off from 3-point range. Jokic way outside. And the miss. And so it's Denver with the W. Just a...
Time, but eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the kiss. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for him.
eight-man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now Sacramento starting five. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Levine is out there with Ellis. And it's Sabonis in at the center position. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. It's a three-point game. Randle right side. Has to Gobert. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle.
This is Rudy in his zone, where his shot is within easy reach.
Outside, Sabonis. Levine with it. Sacramento moving it around. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now, here's McDaniels. Outside for Randle. They get it back. The three. Rebound by Murray. Well, Brett, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are and just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how loaded the Western Conference is.
And here's Sabonis following Julius Randle's three. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Conley kicks to Edwards. McDaniels against DeRozan. Has to Gobert. Outside Conley. Randle a screen on Ellis. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. Levine finds DeRozan. Sabonis' shot is off.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Conley inside the line. Out to Edwards. Over Levine. Edwards can't hit.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And Levine, here we go. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Jaden McDaniel. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Free throw good, Levine. Here's Conley. Has to Gobert. Murray against Randle. Over to the left wing. It's stolen by DeRozan. And now the Kings fast break. From deep. Here's Sabonis. DeRozan passes to Ellis. Murray outside. 4 on the clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Randle surveying the D. Conley kicks to Edwards. From past the arc. Out to Conley. McDaniels gets a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. DeRozan on the wing. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Getting aggressive inside. DeRozan refuses to waste that opportunity.
Randle outside. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. The Kings leading. Murray for 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Conley against Sabonis. Conley's shot is off. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Sabonis, the pass to Levine. McDaniels against Murray. Out to DeRozan. Pass to Ellis from outside the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Fires from way outside. No good that time. We're at the end of 1 quarter of play. Still a close game. Kings lead by 2. And back in a moment as... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Miller. And it's Reed in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Monk, the pass to Lyles. Back to Monk. Pass to Lyles. Sacramento moving it around. That try by Carter.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
DiVincenzo against Carter. Picked by Reed. DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. Back to DiVincenzo. Ingles against Carter. And the basket by Ingles. Now we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pass to Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Sacramento.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Monk's shot's good.
And you got to love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Back to DiVincenzo. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
Out to Miller. Pass to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Reed with a screen for Ingles. To the middle. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Monk, the pass to Lyles. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Kings shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Miller kicks to Ingles. 1:57 left to play in the first half. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Sacramento's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Between rebounding, interior scoring, and he shoots the 3. Brent, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA have shooting bigs. JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you.
Hits the three-point bomb.
And in getting that three to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Sacramento.
To the inside. There's Laravia. Carter outside. Monk against Engel. And then Monk with the dunk.
I tell you, Monk has some bunnies on it. I mean, he leaps up there with ease to throw that one down. The D has got to be a little bit more aware of his athleticism.
Alexander Walker passes to Reed. Back to Alexander Walker. Puts up a three. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Kings leading now by 9. Monk for 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Reed the pass to Alexander Walker. A 3. That shot is off. The Kings have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Krill's the three-pointer. Monk's got the lead up to 12 now for Sacramento.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. Alexander Walker on the wing. And so it's the Sacramento Kings up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They have been. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. One guy who's been getting it done is Malik Monk.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the court right now for the Kings. The post pair form will be Murray and Sabonis. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. Timberwolves trail by 14. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most defensive player of the year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of the shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. And a miss there on the triple. Kings leading now by 11. Murray outside. And a wide open look here for Ellis. It's good from long range. Ellis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside for Randall. To come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Murray, no good. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. In 2023, and Brent, you and I remember this, Keegan Murray set an NBA record with 11 consecutive threes in one game.
What an unbelievable night to witness that kind of consistency and a guy locked in like that. I mean, that's different, and it speaks to Murray's focus, but this guy has so much more to contribute to a team and room to grow. That night was special, Kevin.
Here's Edwards, and stolen by Murray, and up the court come the Kings on the break. It's stolen by Randall. Oh, here comes Conley all alone. The Timberwolves again can't hit. DeRozan for 3. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Edwards kicks to Randle. Launches it. Good on the 3-point shot. Randall's got 6 points.
Well, Randall keeping you honest here. Not a knockdown shooter from that range, but is showing more and more that he's capable of doing just so.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Sacramento leading by 11. And Levine, here we go. Wide open look here for Murray. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
Levine against Edwards. Randall. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Keegan Murray. The overall game of Julius Randle is impressive. He's pretty. He is in there giving it, Brent, his everything.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about that year where he averaged 24, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, the only other guys that did that were Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, Jokic, Giannis. All of those guys won MVPs. That's a heck of a list.
A little shot fake there, got the D out of position. DeRozan's got his second bucket.
And if you give him a sliver of daylight, DeMar DeRozan will eat your lunch from the mid-range.
And for Sacramento, their shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Timberwolves trail by 15. Randall finds Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Gobert with a screen for McDaniels. Connects from three-point range. He has 6.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now DeRozan. Pass to Murray. DeRozan inside. Working on McDaniels. 3 on the clock. For 3, Levine hands it from downtown. Levine's got 13 points.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Sabonis, the pass to Levine. Baseline try. Sabonis kicks to Murray. Pass to DeRozan. On the wing, Levine. On the wing, Murray. Left side, Levine. Takes a 3. Again, Levine missing. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Levine. From the arc. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Kings. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. But you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Timberwolves trail by 16. Now here's Conley. This one for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Conley's got his first 3 points of the game.
I'll tell you, you give Conley the ball and trust him to make the right decision.
Pass to DeRozan. Over in the corner, Ellis. And DeRozan kicks to Levine. Murray dishes to Ellis. They get a hand on it. Now Levine. Back to DeRozan. And here is Murray. They get the rebound. Ellis outside. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Sacramento again missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Edwards, good.
And once Edwards gets a step on you, it's likely going to be a bucket or a foul or both.
Levine against Edwards. Ellis outside. Back to Murray. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Fires for 3. Again, the miss by the Kings. Timberwolves trail by 11. Outside Edwards. Gobert the pass to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Ellis. Conley surveying the D. Back to Gobert. 4 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Randle. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Sacramento leading by 11. Outside, Sabonis. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Levine against Edwards. Levine kicks to Ellis. And that comes off the assist by Levine. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Reed, he's checked in for Minnesota. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Well, coach is frustrated with his guys. He let them know that the turnovers have to stop. He begged them to take better care of the ball. We'll see if they heeded the message. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. And he banks in the lane.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Murray, no good. Timberwolves trail by 12. Three-pointer, Randle. Rebound collected by Levine.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
A three-pointer off the mark.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Kings. At one point, they led by 16. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Kings.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Zach LaVine.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Big shot on the way. Minnesota with the rebound. Conley with a wide open look. The three-pointer no good. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Murray outside. DeRozan for 3. That's in there. Murray with the assist. And the Kings lead by 14.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. Thank you for that, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.